Hello everyone. Today I have a few book recommendations that are here on this page, and they're all YA thriller and mysteries, or thrillers or mysteries, either way. And if you're wondering why I don't actually have these books in person, that is because when I do buy books, I like to donate them when I'm done, or I will have gotten them from a library or borrowed them from a friend. Sorry. Okay. The first one is going to be Monsters Among Us. 10 out of 10. The book is 10 out of 10. It's 5 out of 5 stars. I read it so quickly. I think I read it in like 2 days, which really is like, I read it in like the 24-hour time span. I'm thinking it's about this girl where something happened to her in college. She's not sure what exactly happened to her. She doesn't know. But then the school semester ends, so she's back at home. She's back in her hometown for the first time since college, and a girl that she used to babysit dies. And around that same time frame, a guy from school comes and returns the things that she had lost that night, where something happened to her. So she's trying to come to grips with that. She's trying to find out who killed the little girl that she used to babysit, and it's this whole thing. And then she, with the new guy, she also has this old guy that she kind of fell out of touch with, but she used to have a huge crush on, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Next is Girl Stolen. All of these books are YA, but I think this is a little bit younger. This is actually the first thriller that I read ever in the 6th grade, and it was so good. Like, I read this genre for the first time and I never went back because of this book. It's about this girl who gets accidentally, no, it was literally an accident, but she gets accidentally stolen because it was supposed to just be stealing a car, but he didn't see her because she was laying down up under the blankets in the car. And so now she's kidnapped, and her dad is rich, so now there's a whole like ransom thing. And the most important part, she's blind, so she's trying to navigate how to get out and how to escape while having this huge disability that, it's going to be harder to do that than for most. So yeah, I love that book. It's one of the only books that I've read twice because the book is great. My attention span is not. But yes, so I loved that book. The next 3 books are actually all from the same author. Her name is Natasha Preston, and I really like the way that she writes books and how she writes the characters, and I love all of those things. The books are The Cellar, The Lost, and The Twin. So let's start with The Twin. The Twin was a great book, but I give this about a 4 or a 4.5 simply because of the ending. Was not really satisfying for me, but the actual like storyline itself was very great. Like, it was amazing. I loved it and I could not put it down. It's about this girl who, her and her twin haven't lived together for a long time, and after their mom dies, she has to live with her twin again, and she's like, this isn't right, blah blah blah. Everybody's telling her she's acting stupid and all of these things. And then let's talk about The Lost. The Lost, I wasn't expecting it to be good. I honestly wasn't, because I'm not really into horrors or thrillers that there's a game that they have to play. I feel as though that's in a lot of movies, so I wasn't really expecting to like it at all. Natasha Preston did that. She did it well, because they get trapped, and because they were looking for the teenagers that have gone missing for their town. They found them, but now they're one of them, basically. And it's really good. Again, I'd give it like a 4.5 because the ending, but love the actual storyline. And the last Natasha Preston book is The Cellar. 5 out of 5. That was the first ever Natasha Preston that I read, and it had a great ending. I love the way everything was wrapped up in that book, and the book itself was just exquisite. It was exquisite. And it's about this girl who gets kidnapped, and she is held in a cellar with other girls, and the captor names them all flowers. So she was Lily. And I'm not going to give you any more information than that because it would be a spoiler, and I love books, hate spoilers. Next is Stalking Jack the Ripper. I love Stalking Jack the Ripper, and that is saying a lot because I hate historical fiction. And this is a historical fiction thriller because obviously it's about Jack the Ripper. So, yeah, and it's about this girl who's like trying to find him. She loves autopsies. She does like the autopsies. She's in love with crime. She loves all of these things, and she dives really deep into it. And she's the girl who loved the Ripper. That's all I'm gonna give you about that. That's all I'm gonna give you. The next is the Body in the Woods series. I loved this series. I loved the first two books more than the last one. I'm not going to lie. But it is amazing. It's the Body in the Woods. It's pretty self-explanatory what that is about, but it's about multiple teenagers trying to figure that out. This is a great, I think, starter-ish for getting into thrillers, and even if you're not, it is just amazing, and I love it, and I love how deeply you feel each and every one of the characters. Like, they're so well-rounded and developed, and it's amazing. Next is another series, and the two books in this series are Follow Me Back and Tell Me No Lies. Now, like Natasha Preston, this was also originally on Wattpad, which is great. I recommend that app if you love to read. Anyway, Follow Me Back is about a girl where something happened to her in college, and I'm not going to get into all of that, but something happened to her in college, and after that she was agoraphobic. Agoraphobia is the fear of leaving the house. So she does not leave her house, but what she does do is listen to a lot of this one celebrity's music. And that celebrity was not feeling it. He was not feeling his music. He wasn't feeling his career or anything. So he decided to make an account to bash himself and bash his own music. And the girl, being a die-hard fan and everything, did not appreciate that. So then they're kind of back and forth, and I think you can see where that's leading with the whole enemies to lovers type of vibes. And Tell Me No Lies is after that, and honestly, if I told you anything about Tell Me No Lies, it would spoil the first one. So honestly, just read the first one and you will find out. And yeah, I hope that you guys loved all of these book recommendations, and I hope that, you'll read the books, and thank you for watching. Bye.